Morning team. Today we're going to talk about starting a Tiny Group private Facebook page. We know that one of the things that parents tell us is most meaningful in their services is the ability to connect with other parents that are going on the same journey. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we've had to cancel our parent connection groups until further notice. So, in an attempt to still allow parents to connect, we're going to try a private Facebook group. We're going to have current families only, and there will be joining questions to help us identify if it's a family that's currently in services and make sure that we are not, that we are curbing any fake profiles. We're also going to monitor for trolling to make sure that people aren't intentionally trying to instigate instances of cyberbullying. We want our group to be positive and support each other, and we want parents to feel confident in posting freely and being able to share with each other. In order to do that, we're going to have to work together to make sure that cyberbullying does not have a place on our Facebook group. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic technology, so that could be the phone, the tablet, or the computer, and it includes any type of harassing, threatening, demeaning, or embarrassing of another person online. Some people might think that cyberbullying only impacts teenagers, but actually 37% of adults have experienced severe online harassment, and the most common forms are on social media. So since this is a Facebook group, we want to make sure that we're talking about cyberbullying and what we are going to do to be proactive. There are some legal considerations. When schools have done this, courts have protected the rights of school districts to both write and enforce policies when cyberbullying impacts the safety of the students in the school. Because our students are infants and toddlers and it's their parents that are going to be posting on the Facebook page, it's unclear how the courts would rule if adults were participating in cyberbullying or were the victim of cyberbullying because of their child's participation in a special education program. However, Kansas law does consider telecommunications as potential crimes against the public peace, and so if the cyberbullying was threatening or severe enough, we would pull in local law enforcement to help support us. There are also ethical considerations. We know that cyberbullying can have serious and lasting impacts on the mental health of the victim. Things like depression, anxiety, and even suicide have been linked to cyberbullying. And the impacts on a victim can vary. And so it might be that one person is able to remove themselves from the group or do things that are where the cyberbullying doesn't impact them, but other people, the impact can be serious and lifelong. And so we want to make sure that our response to any cyberbullying is both fair and equitable across our page. So to be proactive, we will clearly state that our community will be respectful to all members. We will remind participants that the information is on the internet. Facebook is a social media application, and so in some regard that footprint is permanent. We will also talk about cyberbullying and make sure that we are clear about our expectations of a positive and supportive community. If there are any instances of cyberbullying, we're going to encourage the parents to document it, or if we notice it, we will document it and we will report it to local law enforcement if necessary. What we will definitely do is remove the perpetrator from the Facebook group and remove any offending posts. We're going to monitor and make sure that all posts, responses, or that our response to any posts are applied fairly, ethically, and equitably. Sometimes there's gray area in what can be considered harassing, and so we're going to have to work as a team to discuss those issues as they come up. These are some of the references that I used to be more informed about cyberbullying, and I would encourage you all to read them because I found them to be very helpful and informative. Thanks so much, and I think this group is going to be an amazing opportunity for parents to connect.